Disclaimer: the following scenario is 100% fictional. Also, this scenario may contain content that viewers may find disturbing or scary. Viewer discretion is advised. The EAS tones used in this video are valid. Misuse of these tones can lead to real EAS activations. Enjoy the video. Hey there, notice something in the red font? No, that are 100% spoilers for this video. Without further ado, enjoy. FM. This station wishes you a happy Labor Day. This is station WHYI-FM, Miami's #1 hit music station. This station runs on a frequency of 100.7 FM. This station wishes you a happy Labor Day.
Hi, this is Greg Carrasco from Thornhill Hyundai, and this is our famous $100 deal. $100 plus tax, zero down, bi-weekly. You can get a 2018.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Miami Police Department. Residents driving in the city of Miami, set your car to the side immediately. A police chase is currently taking place on Brickell Avenue. The suspect is driving in a stolen Audi RS3 sedan with Miami license plates. The suspect is driving with speeds over 100 miles per hour, while just missing people that are driving on the road, as well as people walking down the sidewalk. All residents near Brickell Avenue are advised to go inside a building until the car has passed. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The current time is 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The situation with the Audi RS3 sedan has come to an end by the police arresting the suspect. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Miami Police Department. This is a law enforcement warning. All broadcast stations and cable systems in Miami shall transmit this message. At 7:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the suspect that was arrested by police earlier today has escaped from the Miami Shores police station in the same car. The car the suspect escaped with is the same Audi RS3 sedan. All residents are advised to stay indoors. If you see the Audi RS3, call 911 immediately. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. Civil danger for Eastern Miami. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Miami Police Department. Several unusual activities are taking place on Northeast 25th Street in Edgewater District. There have been reports of two figures of unknown origin, and one of them shot through the back window of a police car while the car was trying to take one of the figures away. All residents in Edgewater District, Town Square, Beverly Terrace, Wynwood and Overtown are asked to get indoors and to lock all windows. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
We are sorry, but the Florida State Emergency Alert System is having technical difficulties. We are sorry, but the Florida State Emergency Alert System is having technical difficulties.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Miami Police Department, in conjunction with the Centers for Disease Control. At least 1,000 reports of mysterious, bloodthirsty creatures are being received inside the city of Miami. The CDC has researched the purple substance shot on the ground at numerous streets. The substance is confirmed to be sort of ink, from which alternate universe the creatures are is still unknown. The substance is harmful to humans when made contact with skin. The symptoms of the substance are, but not limited to, nausea, coughing, vomiting, breaking bones, weakness in the joints or muscles, resulting in heart failure and, at last, certain death. All residents of Miami are asked to stay indoors for the rest of the night. The police is trying to The following message is transmitted at the request of the emergency managements of Broward, Miami-Dade and Palm Beach counties. At 9:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the creatures that were seen killing 2 police officers, as well as behaving violent in the city of Miami, have been identified. The creatures are confirmed to be Octolings out of the game Splatoon 2. It is unknown why these creatures are behaving this violent, but the Miami police suggest it is because of possibly carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is different than out of the universe of the Octolings, so all residents are asked to stay indoors. If you see an Octoling not behaving violent, take them inside a room with as minimum amounts of carbon dioxide as possible. If you got one of these creatures inside a room, try to take off their goggles, as it is confirmed that these goggles are brainwashing them. After you have done this, stay with her, as this is the only way to hold them away from going hostile again. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. This is DutchEASFan. Broadcasting is now suspended by the Miami Police Department. Please stand by for a message from the Governor of Florida.
Good evening. I'm speaking on the right hand of Governor Rick Scott. Today, a state of emergency has been declared for Miami and surrounding areas by video game characters roaming around the city. It sounds the least thing that you are likely to hear, but it is true. These characters resemble characters from Splatoon 2, one of the best sellers of Nintendo in 2017. The Centers for Disease Control have just released the following statement: the characters are highly aggressive by their own brainwashing goggles. If you take these off, they will return back to normal and forget anything that happened before. The characters have just been struck by lightning, leaving them to be knocked out. Now it is safe to detach the goggles before they wake up again.
Civil danger for the state of Florida. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Florida State Emergency Management. Sonic.exe has returned to the United States. He is once again collabing with Mario.exe. It is threatened that they will kill every Octoling they see. All residents are advised to get indoors immediately. If you see an Octoling without any help, take her inside your shelter without Sonic.exe seeing it. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
This is WXKB. The station broadcasts on a frequency of 103.9 FM, with tonight, Halloween music and the Nightmare Before Christmas movie. But before we go to this, we have breaking news coming from Miami. Leo Nixon is currently our live reporter there to tell us more. Leo, what is the news?
Well, I'm hovering above the Miami metropolitan area, and it looks like numerous unidentified creatures are being seen. I don't know who or what these creatures are of yet, but they seem unhostile at this time.
Well, that sounds interesting, Leo. Can you describe the creatures from up there?
Well, all I can see is that they are females, have curled hair and a weird-looking gun in their hands.
Oh wait a minute, Leo. Oh hey, I know what it are.
Really?
These creatures are Octolings resembled from the Splatoon series.
Octolings? I have never heard of them before.
Leo, I hate to interrupt, but we got an urgent message from the emergency alert system. An administrative message. From the Miami Police Department, the creatures that were seen inside the city of Miami have been confirmed to be 100% and hostile after a DNA research of one of them. The creatures are now being described as being very talkative, friendly, and wanting to hang out with the human race. Thank you for your cooperation during this event. Here we have Leo back on the phone. Leo, both Sonic and Mario.exe were seen in Miami. Can you tell their current location?
Well, Paul, I'm still above Miami, but no trace of Mario or Sonic.exe to be seen. Although I see some civilians dropping on the ground out of nowhere, and no attacker or viral infection to be seen on these civilians.
Wow, wait a minute, Leo. You said civilians were dropping on the ground?
Yes, that is right, Paul. I can already see over 250 people laying unconscious on the ground, and some of them have already ambulances responding, and I keep seeing them coming. Wait, what is that sound? Oh god, it's a tsunami siren. Hopefully it's just a test. Tsunami warning in effect. Tsunami warning in effect. The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a tsunami warning for, in Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Delray Beach, Boynton Beach, and West Palm Beach, effective until 1 a.m. At 10:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar has indicated a large tsunami just outside of the island of Freeport moving west with 100 miles per hour. This tsunami is caused by an earthquake with a magnitude of 8.3 on the Richter scale on the island of Freeport. The tsunami height is estimated around 500 to 600 feet high. This tsunami is expected to hit the Miami coast within the next 45 to 60 minutes. All residents within a 10-mile radius of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Delray Beach, Boynton Beach, and West Palm Beach are asked to evacuate to higher ground immediately. Do not hesitate to evacuate, as you may face certain death by staying in your residence. Take food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation route. Use one car per family if possible. Stay tuned to local radio for more updates as they become available.
That was a message from the National Weather Service. As you may have just heard, a tsunami is on its way to the Miami coast, and the estimated height is currently 525 feet high and is rising.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Centers for Disease Control. The CDC has confirmed an outbreak of an unknown virus in the cities that were impacted by the tsunami 2 hours ago. The tsunami caused major damage to the city of Miami, and no deaths have been confirmed at this time. Although the floodwaters are receding, all residents that have already evacuated need to evacuate to the following location: MacDill Air Force Base in western Florida. The United States government has been informed about this situation. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Florida State Emergency Management, in conjunction with FEMA. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is urging all residents to stay indoors for the rest of the day due to octolings behaving violent in the state of Florida. As of right now, the number one possible reason for this phenomena is the virus that is spread throughout Florida last night by the tsunami that has struck the coastal areas. Emergency services are currently cleaning the cities. All residents of Florida are urged to shelter in place immediately, lock all windows and doors, and do not let any octoling into your home due to the possible threat of injuries. If possible, barricade your home with heavy materials, and go inside an underground shelter. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, station KEC 80 inches Atlanta, Georgia. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office on Stone Mountain, Georgia. Station KEC 80 broadcasts on a frequency of 162.55 MHz. The current time is 9:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Georgia State Emergency Management. The voices that you have just heard over the skies of Georgia are confirmed to be the voice of the same creatures as who were seen in the state of Florida. These creatures look like octolings, but are different. The characteristics of the newly seen octolings are the following. They have the same hairstyle, but they have a large cut on their right arm, as well as a huge battle axe in their right arms. As well, they keep saying, "Blood, I need blood to live on," no matter which blood it is. The Centers for Disease Control has confirmed that the virus these new creatures are infected with is harmless to humans. All residents of Georgia are asked to do the following instructions. If you choose to evacuate, please take one car per family if possible. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation route. If you choose not to evacuate, then you are urged to shelter in place at this time. To shelter in place, lock all openings to the outside, turn off all heating and ventilation systems and turn off the lights. After that, you are urged to go inside a basement. If you don't have a basement, get everyone inside an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. This warning is in effect until the all clear is given. Stay tuned to local NOAA weather radio, commercial radio or television outlets, or other news sources for the latest information.
The National Weather Service in Stone Mountain has issued Tornado Watch number 921, effective until 11:30 a.m. This watch includes the following counties in Georgia: Barrow, Cherokee, Cobb, DeKalb, Forsyth, Fulton, Gwinnett, Rockdale, Hall, Jackson, Newton and Walton, and in South Carolina, Abbeville, Aiken, Allendale, Barnwell, Edgefield, and Hampton. Remember, a tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions, and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to local NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest information.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the New Orleans Police Department. There have been reports of the new creatures originating out of Georgia roaming around the following locations: Lake Larry, Big Mar, Shell Beach, and the Biloxi State Wildlife Management Area. These creatures currently do not pose a threat to civilians in the city of New Orleans. The New Orleans police is currently on a hunt for these creatures. All residents near Shell Beach, Big Mar, Lake Larry and the Biloxi State Wildlife Management Area are urged to leave the area immediately, as it is confirmed that these creatures are armed and dangerous. If these creatures are going inside the city of New Orleans, the New Orleans police will send out a message. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
The National Weather Service in Stone Mountain has issued a tornado warning for Cherokee County in northwestern Georgia, Forsyth County in northwestern Georgia, northeastern Fulton County in northwestern Georgia, and southwestern Hall County in northern Georgia, until 1 p.m. At 11:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, National Weather Service operator indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 5 miles southwest of Cumming, or in Fowler Park, moving south-southeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Johns Creek, Duluth, Lilburn, Mountain Park, Rockbridge, Arbor Ridge, and Lake Capri. Take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties: Cherokee County in northwestern Georgia, Forsyth County in northwestern Georgia, northeastern Fulton County in northwestern Georgia, and southwestern Hall County in northern Georgia.
Civil danger for the city of New Orleans. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the New Orleans Police Department. There has been a report of the new Horrorlings going inside the city of New Orleans, and they are currently killing everyone in sight. As of right now, there have been at least 12 fatalities in eastern New Orleans. All residents in New Orleans are asked to get indoors immediately. Lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and ventilation systems, and turn off the lights. It is also recommended that you get inside an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
The National Weather Service in New Orleans has issued a tornado warning for Washington Parish in eastern Louisiana, St. Tammany Parish in eastern Louisiana, St. John the Baptist Parish in eastern Louisiana, Tangipahoa Parish in eastern Louisiana, and Orleans Parish in eastern Louisiana, until 1:15 p.m. at 11:48 a.m. Central Daylight Time. National Weather Service meteorologists and storm spotters were tracking a large, violent, and extremely dangerous tornado located 6 miles north of New Orleans, moving southeast at 40 miles per hour. This tornado is estimated 3.2 miles wide, has wind speeds over 370 miles per hour, and is rated an EF6 tornado, and has a history of causing catastrophic damage along with injuries and fatalities along its path. This is a tornado emergency for eastern Louisiana. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, if outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter, and protect yourself from flying debris. To repeat, a large, violent, and extremely dangerous tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now.
That was a message from the National Weather Service.
El siguiente mensaje se transmite a petición del Departamento de Policía de Nueva Orleans. A las 11:57 am, hora estándar central, las criaturas que se vieron vagando por la ciudad de Nueva Orleans están matando a todas las personas a la vista. Se confirma que estas criaturas fueron identificadas, ahora se confirma que las criaturas se llaman Horrorlings. Estas criaturas son más oscuras, más atemorizantes y sanguinarias que las criaturas de Florida. Se aconseja a todos los residentes de Nueva Orleans que se instalen en el interior en este momento y que bloqueen todas las entradas a su hogar. Manténgase en sintonía para recibir más actualizaciones a medida que se reciben.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the New Orleans Police Department. At 11:57 a.m. Central Standard Time, the creatures that were seen wandering around the city of New Orleans are now killing all the people in sight. It is confirmed that these creatures were identified. Now it is confirmed that the creatures are called Horrorlings. These creatures are a darker, more frightening and more bloodthirsty form than Florida creatures. All residents in New Orleans are advised to get indoors at this time and to lock all entrances to your home. Stay tuned for more updates as they are being received.
That was a message from civil authorities. If you are just tuning in, the creatures that are roaming the city of New Orleans have been identified as Horrorlings. These creatures are a darker, more frightening and more bloodthirsty form than the creatures originating out of Florida. All residents in New Orleans are asked to get indoors and to lock all entrances to your home.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, station KEC 80 inches Atlanta, Georgia. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office in Stone Mountain, Georgia. The breaking news for this afternoon is from New Orleans, where the New Orleans police has discovered the identity of the new creatures. The creatures are now called Horrorlings, and do only exist in New Orleans. It is unknown at this time if these creatures are going to extend to other states, but the civil authorities are working on this situation.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of the New Orleans Police Department. All residents of New Orleans are in extreme danger due to a dangerous situation inside of the city. It has been confirmed that 3 bombs have been detonated inside the city of New Orleans. The first bomb was detonated just 1 mile southwest of the University of New Orleans. The second bomb was detonated inside of the Audubon Zoo near the Mississippi River, and the third bomb was detonated inside the New Orleans Lac-Affront Airport. It is threatened that more bombs will detonate within the next 30 minutes. All residents of New Orleans are asked to evacuate immediately. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation route. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the New Orleans Police Department in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The New Orleans Police Department is getting numerous 911 calls about missing people in the city of New Orleans. After the bombs have been detonated, residents near the explosion site began to drop unconscious, and were taken away by the Horrorlings. The people missing are believed to be in extreme danger. There have also been reports of a toxic gas releasing from the explosion sites, but it is unknown what gas it is. All residents in New Orleans are asked to seek shelter in a sturdy structure to prevent this gas from getting inside your home. Turn off all heating and ventilation systems. Continue to monitor local media outlets for additional information.
Good afternoon and welcome to the BBC World News. In this episode, breaking news from the United States, where a huge situation is taking place. It looks like after a tsunami hit the Miami coast, there has been an airborne virus that caused numerous peaceful creatures to become human slayers. These creatures go by the name of Horrorlings, and are killing every human on sight. We now go to our correspondent on the scene, Jane O'Brien. Jane, what do you see at this time?
Well, Matthew, I am currently above Atlanta, Georgia. And what I can see from here is something that I haven't seen before. I see lots of these Horrorlings surrounding the CNN Center in downtown Atlanta. I also see a lot of police cars with the drivers being brutally killed. I can already see blood laying all around the CNN center. This is horrible to say the least, Matthew.
What was that sound, Jane?
Oh my god, Matthew. They have access over a rocket launching vehicle. It looks like they stole it from the United States military. Sirens are currently going off in downtown Atlanta, and oh my, it looks like the first missiles have impacted downtown Atlanta. We are getting out of here, Matthew.
We interrupt your programming. This is a statewide emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems in Georgia shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the governor's office to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information for everyone in your local area. This is WUOG, and we will continue to serve the Athens area. If you are not in this local area, please tune to a station covering news for your local area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. This message is being ordered by request of the Georgia State Governor's Office and the United States Military. All broadcast stations and cable systems in Georgia shall broadcast this alert at around 2:02 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. NORAD has detected over 50 S-125 Naval/Patriot missiles fired from Atlanta, Georgia. There have been confirmed reports that the Horrorlings are firing these missiles. 2 of these missiles have already impacted downtown Atlanta, Georgia. All residents within a 100-mile radius of Atlanta should seek underground shelter immediately, as these missiles may impact outside of the city. Make sure you have food for at least 6 hours, water for at least 6 hours, medical supplies, a flashlight and a battery-powered radio during your stay in the shelter. You are not allowed to leave your shelter at all costs as these missiles could impact near your area. Stay tuned to local media outlets for more updates as they become available.
Civil danger for the city of Nampa. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Nampa Police Department. All residents of Nampa, lock all of your doors immediately. Many 911 calls have been made about a mysterious creature that is currently standing around the Walmart Supercenter. If you see this creature, do not look it in the eyes, as this creature can drive you crazy by looking into its eyes. You will get the following symptoms if you do so: dizziness, panic attacks, and fainting as a result. This creature has not attacked any civilian at this time, but at least 25 people have been found fainted on the ground near the Walmart Supercenter. All residents within Nampa are advised to stay indoors and to avoid the Walmart area at all costs. Stay tuned to this station for more updates as they become available.
The civil authorities have issued a civil danger warning for Canyon ID, beginning at 1:26 p.m. and ending at 3:26 p.m. KQXR. This is a message from the Canyon County Emergency Management. The creature that is roaming around the city of Nampa has been confirmed to be Squid and Red. This character is from a video game character originating from a creepypasta of the video game Splatoon. The creature is now killing every person on site. Residents of Canyon should lock all accessible areas to your home to prevent this creature from killing you. Stay tuned to radio and television outlets for additional information.
This is a Fox News alert with currently breaking news from Nampa, Idaho. Mass killing is currently taking place in the city due to a creepypasta character roaming around the city killing every person on site. This is what a cameraman saw at around 1:12 p.m. Wait, oh my god. I swear to God that is not the creature that we got identified in our news message. There must be something going on. Is it possibly corrupted, or did the cameraman send the wrong picture? Is something we have to wait and see for.
Oh my god, Stephen, did you hear that?
Yes, I did, Thomas. What was that sound?
Oh hey Sam, that scream sounded like a woman. Can you see who it is?
Oh my goodness, Thomas. I see a woman brutally murdered just next to our headquarters. And I see a red-looking creature next to it with a knife in her hand. And that was...
That sounded like trouble. I can guarantee you that.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the New York State Police Department. Numerous 911 calls have come into the police about a mysterious hacker in the city of New York. This hacker hacks your computer and sets a creepy picture of a red squid-looking creature on the background. The picture also contained the following text: "You thought you could keep me in that cartridge? That was the biggest mistake you could have done." At this time, New York police is trying to locate the hacker and what his intentions are. All residents within New York City are asked to do the following actions: make sure all computers are shut off and hidden in a closet or basement. Lock all windows and doors, and turn off all lights. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the East Baton Rouge Parish Police Department, the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Another wave of Horrorlings has been seen in near Baton Rouge. Police is having trouble with defeating this horde as they keep coming with over the thousands every 10 minutes. The governor of Baton Rouge has issued evacuation watch for East Baton Rouge Parish and Livingston Parish. It is not mandated to evacuate, but you can do so if you want. If you plan on evacuating, tie a white towel to your mailbox, so that civil authorities know that you have evacuated the area. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation route. Stay tuned to local no-weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or other news sources for the latest information. Civil danger for the city of Lafayette. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Lafayette Police Department. A hostage situation is taking place at the Lafayette's Consolidated Government Building. There is a group of highly armed persons in the building, and they have taken around 20 hostages. It is unknown at this time what the intentions of the group are, but police is trying to communicate with the group. All residents near the Lafayette Consolidated Government Building are asked to shelter in place at this time. Lock all windows and doors, and turn off all heating and ventilation systems. Stay tuned to local no-weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets for more updates as they become available.